Hello guys, this is Spicy, and this is a review on a Bandai high-grade Universal Century Mod 44 scale S Gundam. Technically, this is the XS Gundam, but it has like 90% of all the parts to make the S Gundam, so I'm gonna review it as the S Gundam. Now, there are some discrepancies and something missing. Basically, I'm missing the core fighter. I don't have the box or the instruction manual for the S Gundam. So I'm just going to talk about what is actually part of the kit and what's actually not part of the kit. So first off, I have to use the backpack parts, the connector piece for the XS because in this kit we don't have the runner for the thruster parts. So yeah, can I use this one? So I can set that aside. And we were missing the thruster parts, so these thruster ports are no good. Same with these flaps right there for the thruster piece. And then we have these cannons that's supposed to attach to the thrusters, which are also missing due to the fact that it does not come with a thruster. And another difference is the knee armors thing right here. The S Gundam has like a smaller version of these knee armor. And yeah, that's the only difference. So basically the parts for the backpack and the knee armor. The rest, this piece right here, this is from the S Gundam, and the crotch piece. And we also have the beam smart gun for the S Gundam. So this version right here is missing that little radome thing, which is part of the XS. So anyway, I did paint up this beam smart gun. I also put some decal on it to make it look better. Paint it in the camera right there. Also paint it in the camera up front. Yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. Also come with these two of these beam toothpick kind of things. So I actually painted them into metallic blue to give it that nice color. Yeah. It's pretty good. I like the way these turn out too. And then for stickers, yeah, this review's all over the place. We got some decals right here, and then we got the foil sticker here. It says S Gundam. All right. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Took a look at the accessories that come with this kit. So we have one trigger finger, and then we have two of these multi-purpose gripping hand, and we don't have these open hands are actually part of the XS, so the S Gundam actually don't have these open hands. And then I guess we can jump straight into articulation. Okay, so this kit is made in 2000, I think, yeah, like 2001, so it's very, very dated. And you can see that from the articulation. So anyway, on the feet here, we have a ball joint attached to the polycap, so you can hinge it. Rotate that a little bit. The ankle armor does get in the way. And then we have, let's see, we have technically a double jointed knee, but you can barely get 90-degree out of that. You can see it's very poor. The articulation on this kit is not very nice. And then we have this little articulation here for the ankle armor thing. Oh, I mean the knee armor. These things just further complicate the kit. And then the hip joint is very, very loose. I don't know why. It's like the old style ball joint to the polycap. But yeah, it's having problems supporting the kit. So this kit might, like, you know, end up doing a split at some point. So just be aware of that. And then we have the waist articulation right there, which is barely, almost non-existent. You basically have to hold up the waist in order to get that to move a little bit. So don't even bother doing that. The head is on the ball joint and the hinge, but the head is humongous, so don't expect any type of movement out of that either. Can probably just look side to side. And then we do have the very weird style butterfly joint, so you can actually move that a little bit. Can rotate the arm 360. And then we do have the barely any actually we do have a bicep swivel right there, so that's okay. And then we got a 90-degree bend, slightly more than 90 degrees on that, and the shoulders are very loose, so that's very disappointing. And the shoulder armor can technically move up and down, but it's not very good either. So yeah, this kit definitely have some really poor articulation, unfortunately. And then we also have these armor bits that are actually attached via ball joint into a polycap, so you can move that. Also have this piece right here, which you can articulate via, is connected via ball joint to a polycap. You can move these winglets up and down. You can close and open the winglets, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it. You can see it's starting to want to do a split on me. Okay, on the back here, you can actually move this piece right there. It's on the hinge. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now you do have to do a lot of painting if you want your kit to look like this. So I'm going to start talking about which part you need to paint. Basically, every piece of this kit, pretty much almost every single part of this kit needs to be painted if you want it to look even remotely close to the box art. So you have to paint the feet right here. These are all painted. Painted these pieces right here on the side. These little ports right there. And then also painted these green parts right there for the knee armor. Also painted these part right there for the hips. And then, let's see, painted these parts here for the forearm. Let's see what else. Yeah, the back skirt, these whole parts I painted red. And same thing over here for these winglets, you need to paint that red. And then the camera right there, I also need to paint that. Also painted this little piece right here on the tip. Also painted the connector right there on the side. Painted pretty much, you had to paint like this whole front camera section. This thing come molded in like yellow because of it's part of the V-fin, so you gotta paint that in. And then you have to paint in the camera right there. Paint it in the stripes on the side, the vents, gold or yellow, up to you. And then painted the camera on the back of the head. So it is a lot of work, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'm still missing quite a bit of a paint application for it to be, you know, complete accurate. Now, what's really cool about this kit is the beam smart gun. So I'm gonna show you guys. It has a very interesting gimmick. So, you know, aside from the beam saber, that you can hold the beam saber like that. That's pretty cool, but yeah, the beam smart gun definitely steals the show on this one. So basically what you want to do is yeah, you want to move this piece out here like so. Actually, I think you want to rotate that like that, and then you want to connect the beam smart gun right here. Okay, so now that we have the beam smart gun over here, let's see if I can get this thing to work. Probably need to move these knee armor out of the way. Okay, we grab the trigger finger right here. Then you gotta kind of finesse and mess around with this to get it right. Okay. Okay, I think the arm needs to go on behind this beam smart gun right here. Yeah, this kit is quite the mess, to be honest with you. I am already having a hard time getting this beam smart gun to hold properly. You can see the legs are super loose, and yeah, it's just overall very, very problematic. So okay, kind of got it to work. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna not use this part right here. I'm gonna use a different method right there. You can see all the parts are starting to fall off and the arms are super loose. Basically, this gimmick is the only thing that's like the redeeming factor for this kit, to be honest with you. It's this kit is just so old, and you know, the joints are so weak. It's actually pretty disappointing, but you know, at least it looked good once you you know, get it all detailed up and painted and stuff like that. So okay, so now we have this connector piece right here. I'll show you guys more of this on the XS once I get the armor all attached to it. Okay, so basically you want to attach this thing right here onto the knee armor, like so. And then you want to move the beam rifle, beam smart gun, finesse it into here if you can, and then get him to hold on to it somehow. Okay, so okay, here we go, finally. Okay, so yeah, it's a mess. Grab the handle right here, stick it into the gripping hand, and there we go. The XS Gundam being able to wield the beam smart gun. Something like that. Yeah, this is not a very good pose. I think it's an okay pose, but it's not too bad. Yeah. Alright, so this is probably one of my most ridiculous review so far. It's this kit just, it's really the articulation is just so terrible, but you know, once you get it all detailed up, it can look nice. So definitely a brick at this point, but yeah, hope so stay tuned for the review on the XS Gundam. Thanks for watching.